Hello friends, I am Nisha Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of English. The topic under discussion today is A Doll's House as a Play of Social Criticism. Sometimes the question is asked, Doll's House as you can say had the effect of a bombshell when it first appeared, or Doll's House as a modern play, Doll's House as a problem or thesis play. In whatever form it may be asked, the idea is the same. Ibsen is called the father of realistic drama. He perfected the drama of conversation. He was the first man to show that high tragedy could be written about ordinary people and in ordinary everyday prose. This is the reason why this tragedy or this play is regarded as the modern tragedy or modern play, because tragedy in traditional way is situated with the people of high rank of society, but here it is with the contemporary everyday life situation and ordinary everyday prose ordinary people. A Doll's House is the best known and one of the most popular of Ibsen's works. It is a play about women's freedom, which deals with the liberation of the individual from the shackles and restraints of custom and convention. Look, the earlier tragedies normally dealt with people of higher rank, and the conflict in them was normally physical, and they were kings, princes, and there was bloodshed on them. But in this play, the conflict is not physical but mental, and it is related with the theme of females. In those earlier types of tragedies, the central character used to be a male person and the whole play moved around him. But here it is the female who is the central character and the whole play revolves around her. In this sense, it is different from traditional tragedies. It is a play about women's freedom, which deals with the liberation of the individual from the shackles and restraints of custom and convention. It is a play of social criticism in the sense that it has criticized the traditional marriage, man woman relationship, and the domination of the female by the male in the name of love or family. It has thrown a number of questions in the face of the so called values that were traditionally supposed to make the family happy and the society civilized. First is the problem in husband wife relationship. The play deals with the problem of marriage, of husband wife relationship. It deals with the condition of a married woman under the excessive control of a husband and shows the method which the woman employs in order to get out of that predicament. The play's central idea is that a woman is not given to a man as a commodity, but as a human being to be respected and treated affectionately by her husband. Nora's wifely devotion to her husband. Nora is the central character of the play. She is full of devotion to her husband. She loves him and is very faithful to him. To save his life, she borrows money and has to commit forgery. She hides the act of forgery only because of his love for her. She signed in place of her father as she was compelled by circumstances. Even though she is blackmailed, she tries to keep the secret of helping her husband. She enjoys doing something extraordinary for her husband. And in return, she expects her husband to love her equally. But at last, she finds that her husband does not love her as an equal mate, but only as an inferior being. She has made all possible sacrifices for Hammer, but Hammer proves to be selfish. Nora's treatment as a pet. When the play opens, we find that Nora has been leading the life of a pet in her husband's home. There is no doubt that her husband is very fond of her. but the loving expressions that he employs when addressing her clearly shows that he regards her as a kind of pet. He addresses her as my little squirrel, little skylar, etc. Hammer's possessive attitude towards Nora. Hammer regards Nora as his property. He has a possessive attitude towards her. He believes that she belongs to him completely. His treating her as a pet only manifests his possessive attitude. In the end, as the danger from Krogstad has been averted, Torvald compares her to a hunted dog whom he has rescued from a cruel hawk. Nora's desire for her own identity. Nora thus develops a desire to find her own identity. She decides to leave a hammer towards the end of the play and tells him that first her father and then her husband had wronged her. Under the parental roof, she had to adopt the views and opinions of her father, and under her husband's roof, she had to adopt the ideas and the tastes of her husband. Her father treated her as a baby doll, and her husband treats her as a doll wife. Now she realizes her duty towards herself. Besides being a wife and a mother, she is an individual. So she takes back her wedding ring and steps out of the house, slamming the door behind her. Thus, she becomes a woman who is in search of her own identity. A Doll's House as a feminist play. The play thus deals with the problem of feminine liberty. A woman, after her marriage, does not lose her identity and individuality. She can maintain her freedom as an individual and can refuse to act as a slave to her husband. Ibsen championed for the right of women. Hence, without doubt, A Doll's House can be called a feminist play. It advocates the right of the women and especially of wives in relation to their husbands. Ibsen has taken up the problem of marriage as an issue for this problem play, and he has exposed a number of problems inside the mask of the outwardly perfect relationship between a husband and a wife. Until a woman tries to be free for deciding her preferences and following her own conscience, until she dares to be frank about her feelings, until a wife questions her loving husband why he gives her no respect, until she finds out that his love is only a form of possessing and exploiting her, and until she is disillusioned about how the shelter of her husband can deprive her of all opportunities of realizing her dreams for being someone in the society, until that moment, Nora, like many women of her time, lives in the cozy or comfortable illusion of love from her husband. But this husband turns out to be a hypocrite and an egotist, a man who doesn't apologize even when he is made to realize how much injustice he has done to her. When a crisis comes, he is able to discard his wife as a nobody. He is able to scold her in an unimaginable manner and forget all her lifelong love and sacrifice. She is his doll, his petty possession, his material means of luxury, not even a friend or partner for life. He gives her no dignity. The woman finds out that he has been in love with his own image and for the fun of playing with her. She brought up the children, but he thinks that they are his property. She had saved him from death, and he has no culture of saying thank you. Instead, he feels that it is shameful to be saved by a mere wife. This exposure of a man's behavior and attitude towards his life mate, his treatment and exploitation of whom a civilized word calls a soulmate, is not only the exposure of a particular man's emptiness of heart and mind and culture, it is the exposure of the emptiness and poverty in the hearts of the society's collective behavior, which we call it culture in the neutral sense of the term. The events of the drama are extremely realistic. In fact, they had happened in reality itself. The drama was written by looking at the life and experience of a woman named Laura Keeler, who almost exactly resembles Nora. One of the reasons why A Doll's House was often banned was because it was bluntly criticizing the actual society of the time and not because it was immoral or vulgar. No doubt, it criticized the lack of justice and humanity in the treatment of women like Laura Keller during the late 19th century. The drama is also very relevant to the situation of women in many parts of the world even today in the 21st century. Henrik Ibsen is one of the greatest dramatists of English literature. He is the first man to show that high tragedy can be written about ordinary people in ordinary everyday prose. His contribution to the theatre is memorable. His A Doll's House is a beautiful drama. Doll's House as a problem or thesis play. Here, Ibsen presents the problem and leaves the solution to the readers. The problem is what is the position of woman in relation to her husband and her home. The play focuses our attention on the conjugal life of a middle class couple. It shows the sad consequences of the subordination of a married woman to the control of her husband. It again shows the method to get out of that predicament. Thus, marriage is the major theme of this play. Ibsen is in favor of Nora, the heroine of the play. She wins our sympathy also. Thus, it can be said that A Doll's House is a feminist play. Ibsen, a dramatist of social realities. Ibsen is popular as a dramatist of social realities. He was interested in women's independence. In A Doll's House, we find that when the play was staged, it had the effect of bombshell. This theme was completely new to the 19th century Europe. Nora does not only defy her husband at the end of the play, but also makes him thwart. The play had a message for the society. The message was that if a woman is not allowed to establish her own identity, she could not be happy. Thus, this play pointed out a particular weakness and flaw in the social fabric. The dramatist diagnosed the malady and lifted the cure to others. When the play opens, we find that Nora has been leading a life of a pet in her husband's home. Though her husband loves her, but it seems a love of a superior for somebody lower in rank. He insists that she should exercise economy. He always speaks like a moralist. He advises her not to eat sweets because they would spoil her teeth. He says that she has inherited her habit of extravagance from her father. When she recommends Krogstad's case to him, he speaks again like a moralist. As a wife, Nora has been very devoted to her husband, Hammer. When he falls ill, she takes him to Italy under medical advice. For that, she has to borrow money and has even to forge her father's signature. But she does not tell her husband about her sacrifice for a long time. She hides this because it would hurt Hammer's self respect and ego. Nora feels that Hammer loves her with equal devotion. She firmly believes that if the worst happens, Hammer would take her whole guilt upon his own shoulders. There are two reasons that led to the whole trouble between Nora and Hammer. The first reason is that he regards her as his property. He has possessive attitude towards her. The second reason is that when Hammer reads Krogstad's letter, he becomes furious. His behavior shows that he is absolutely selfish and self-centered. Nora is completely disillusioned about Hammer. That is why she decides to leave Hammer. She gives her reason for leaving. She tells him the first her father, then her husband wronged her. Her father used her as his baby doll, and her husband has been treating her as his doll wife. Now she wants to establish her own identity. Thus, she takes back her wedding ring and steps out of the house. At the end of the play, our sympathies are largely with Nora. We feel that she is right. Why should a wife be subordinate to her husband? Why should a wife be always servile to her husband? By leaving her house, Nora compels husbands to examine their relationship with their wives. On the basis of these facts, it can be said that A Doll's House is a feminist play. It is a drama of social realities and it suitably advocates the right of women. But what is most surprising is that when this play was enacted and it was first stage, it was opposed by many organizations. Not only men, even women opposed it, and for a while, even Henrik Ibsen was forced to change its end, which he referred as barbarous act. But later on, he continued with the original ending of the play. And now we can conclude by saying that Nora becomes an independent individual to discover her own potentialities and achieve self awareness and self reliance. Though she will be facing an uncertain future, yet she is ready to take the risk. She has now matured. She has achieved self confidence. Hence, A Doll's House is a suitable title thematically and structurally. The play deals with the making and unmaking of a woman as a doll. A Doll's House is a beautiful play. It deals with women's predicament. The subject of the play is nothing but the disillusionment of a wife. The play ends with the drastic step taken by a wife. It is the woman in the play who wins our maximum sympathy. In short, it is a problem play or thesis play or a modern tragedy because it gives rise to a problem in our mind. Thank you.